Guys, Little Star Reborn Nursery, and I have my phone on my camera facing a different way, so hopefully y'all will see better. But I did 7 coats of the flesh tone, and as you can see, you still really can't tell a difference, but it's on there. And so I had some leftover flesh tone that I made, so I put it in a bottle and I capped it off so the paint wouldn't dry. So now we are going to do veining and creases. So for my veining, I use a Word Blue from Apple Barrel. It's Walmart paint. It's like 50-something cents a container. And I'm just gonna do, let's see, yeah, you can see. Just gonna do a drop. So just a drop. Then I'm gonna add just a tad of water. Okay. And be really careful when you're working with blue, because blue is a very strong color for vinyl, and it can stain vinyl. So just be very careful working with blue. And mix it up. You can see. There you go. Okay. There we go. You can see it. So it's just really thin. And I've got a cosmetic wedge. I'm going to need that. Okay. Skinny brush. Let me find my skinny brush. Right here. I'm going to take a skinny brush like that. I'm going to kind of... There we go. Like that. I don't know. Let's see. I might have a skinnier one. The skinnier the brush, the better when doing veins. Oh, I dumped all my brushes out. Okay. Yeah, I have all my brushes in a baggie, and I'm sorry. I dumped them all out.
Good job. I want to bump this.
Okay, you're fine.
I don't want to knock that off.
Yeah, it's fine. If it bumps, I'll fix it.
Alright. Tell me in the rubber video.
Okay, you're fine. Okay, so actually I think this one is going to be my skinniest brush right there. There you go. There you go. You can see it. So anyway, I'm going to take this. Well, I don't know. They're about the same. Maybe I'll do that one. Okay. I'm going to take the blue. So I'm going to dab blue. Kind of dab it on my puppy pad. That's what I use to wipe my paint. I'm going to take the head. I'm going to go very light. Very light like that. And you're going to take your page and you're going to kind of dab so it will look like that. I don't know if y'all could see it. It's really light. You want to do the veins real light. Like that. You're going to dab. So that's pretty much what the veins are looking like so far. So just very time consuming with the veins. Gotta be real careful. You gotta make them look kind of realistic. You can't make them look like race car tracks. And she is a preemie, so I'm trying to do a decent amount of veins because preemies have a lot of veining. But as you can see, there's veining real light. Do a little vein coming down there. I'm gonna dab. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So her veining in her head is done. So that's done. So now for the foot. You can see little foot. I'm gonna do the veining of our foot. And of course get a little bit of blue, just dab, and then dab it on your work paper. Okay, so you can see. Yeah, you can see, and then you're just gonna kind of go sideways. And then dab real easily. I don't know if you could see that you probably can't see it, but it is a very light. I don't know if you can see it, and it's really light vein. Okay, and then for more veining, sometimes babies have veins going up their leg, so you're going to go up the leg like that, and you're going to dab. And as you can see, she's got, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see the little bit of veining in her leg. So, yeah, and you just kind of work with it. And like I said, you want to do it light because you don't want, blue stains vinyl very easily. And the veins, you don't want them to look like race car tracks either. So there we go. You see the veins in her feet, maybe? I don't know, is there a light? Yeah, you can kind of see the veins in her feet. So there's that. Let me do the next foot over here. So you will dab. I'm gonna very lightly go over the foot and take your cosmetic wedge and kind of dab it. And you do not want to, you want to use a new cosmetic wedge when you do veining, because you don't want blue to smear on the baby while you are dabbing, you know, your skin tone and all that. So okay, I'm going to do some veining up her leg. I guess I'll start it from here. I'm trying to make it where y'all can see. Up her leg. Yeah, y'all can see that. And then I'm going to dab it so it don't look so, you know, so like if I just colored on the doll. You can see it. You can kind of see it. And of course paint is going to be over top of her veins too. So there's a vein going up her leg. The hands. You are going to dab your brush after you get paint on it. And you're going to lightly paint up, you can see. Then you're just going to push down and dab, kind of lighten it. So as you can see, I don't know, this light kind of sucks. So as you can see, yeah, you can see she's got her veining on her hands very lightly. So let me do the next one, the next line. I'm gonna have it go up that way. You see, and then you kind of dab it. Just so it's like really light. And there you go. You can kind of see it and kind of not, because veins are supposed to be really light. Okay. Next hand. Gonna do the same thing. Pick up dab. Okay. There we go. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, you could see it. It's really light because you want the veins to show, but you don't want them to look like overkill, if you know what I mean. Like really dark. Like people go, ooh, look at the veins on that baby. They're so dark. So you want veins, but you don't want them to look sickly. Let's just put it that way. That's the only other way I know how to say it. Okay. So just dab. And there you go. You can kind of see the veining. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. Yeah, you can. But it's like really, really light. So, yeah. So, yeah, you want really light veining. And here in a minute, I'm going to start the creasing. And I will show you how I make my creasing. Okay, there we go.
What's her last name? I'll look it up. I don't really recall. Starts with an S. So Swummy, Slippy, Slappy, Swanson? Maybe from the briefcase. Look at the... Oh, yeah! It's right here. Samsonite. I was way off. I knew it started with an S, though. I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd. She must be enlisted. Great. So what are we supposed to do now?
Okay, so now that I got my veining done, I have this cup, and I'm going to do the creases. So I'm going to use this bright magenta for the creases. Make one drop. I don't know if you can see my drop. Here. There you go. You can see my drop. One little drop. Half a drop of water. Okay, and then you're going to mix it. Mix it, and yes, it's going to look like a watercolor. There you go. There you go, and it's a little too red, a little too pink, you can see. So I am going to add just a tad of white, Snow White. It's the color. And I'm just going to do a drop. And I'm going to take my brush, and I'm going to mix. And that's going to make a calmer pink. To look more like creasing. Okay. Okay. There we go. And as you can see, we got a nice little pink going. So, and we are going to take the thin brush that we're using, and we're going to rinse it. Make sure there's no blue. So we're going to wipe. Make sure there's no blue. Okay. And we're going to take the leg. As you can see all the creases. We're going to dab it really lightly. And we're just going to kind of go through the creases. You can see the creases are kind of pinking up. That's what we want. We want a little pink, but not like pink. Just, enough to outline them, to make them obvious. Not obvious, but you know what I mean. Make them stand out a little. So, and I know y'all probably hear the TV in the background. We're watching Dumb and Dumber. No copyright intended, but yeah, there we go. Some of the creases. And the really light pink, when it dries, it will not stand out as much as it is when it's wet. That's how it looks. And this baby has a lot of creases and a lot of detail. That's what I like. So, but yeah, creases are important when doing it, and gotta kind of, the creases have the lines, you gotta kind of paint in the lines. I'm trying to get y'all to show. There we go. There we go. Just kind of. Okay. Yeah, and try to fill in all the crease marks. Kind of gives detail to the creasings. So. Okay. Okay. There we go. And I know y'all hear the TV in the background. No copyright intended. I don't want to get this video flagged because there's no reason for it to get flagged. Okay. So as you can see, I did all the creasing in the feet. And then the bottom of the feet, the creases. And babies normally have pink feet on the bottom. Well, not like pink, but kind of reddish. So, which when I do the blushing, I will add to the feet on the blushing, but we're not there yet. So right now we're doing creases. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let me get up on the toes and this leg will be done. So yeah, there we go. There's the creases on the feet. It's still wet. But as you can see, the creases on the lines are drying. So as you can see, they're blending in. And another thing I forgot to tell you with these air dry paints, you got to kind of work fast because it will dry on you. So, and you don't want that. Okay, leg number 2. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump. I'm trying to organize here. And I'm really hoping this light is helping and not fading us out. Okay, but anyway, take your pink and once again, just kind of fill in the lines. Okay. And like I said, this reborning process is a slow go. It's not going to be, you know, an hour, hour and a half and you're done. That's not how it works. So, it's just very time consuming. Takes a lot of patience, but I find it relaxing and I find it to be a lot of fun. So, whoop. See, there we go. Okay. There we go. Now the feet. I see how its ankles have a lot of creases, so a lot of detail, which I like. Okay. Okay. And like I said, there is a lot of reborning tutorials on YouTube, and you know, there is no right way, no wrong way. It's just whatever way works for you. And like I said, I'm showing the way that works for me. So, and if you are going to Reborn and you're like on a tight budget, The Focal or the Apple Barrel paints are really, really reasonable, and they do the job. You know, you really can't tell what acrylic paints are used, you know. And I do know that, you know, the Genesis heat set, a lot of people use those. I heard the smell is really bad, and I don't have a Genesis heat set oven, so I can't do that. But I don't know. Learning with acrylic paints, I don't think I would be able to get the hang of the heat set paints, because I have taught myself by watching YouTube videos how to do it with acrylics. So, and then, you know, also, you know, watching the YouTube videos and all, you learn, you know, what works for you, what don't work for you, little tricks, you know. So no one's exactly right or wrong. Okay. So there's this leg, and as you can see, it is starting to dry. So it's not like, you know, there's the pink all over your leg. So, you know, it's okay. Arm. We're gonna do the arm. And this video is already getting long. I'm sorry. But okay. Oop, that's a little too thick. Okay. But yes, creasing does take a little bit of time. So but yeah, all the little creases, you just kind of fill them in. So, and then after this hand, just gonna go ahead and do the face, and then do the next hand off of camera, because y'all pretty much are getting the hang, or you know, y'all pretty much get the idea. It's just the face. There's a little bit of more color to do. So, but I also don't want this step to be so long and boring. So, here we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Here's the arm creasing. And so right now, I'm gonna do the face. So y'all can kind of see how the face is done. Okay. And so the face, as you can see, basically the lining of the chin. Kind of pink it up a little. There you go. You don't want it so pink though that it looks like, you know, he's got a bloody mouth or anything. Then there's lines in the back of the head. We're gonna. Okay. You know, and just try not to get in a hurry with it, because you get in a hurry with it, it's gonna not come out very good. So, you know. And then on the forehead, these wrinkles, I'm going to go over them lightly. Just to kind of give it a little tone. So, there we go. Kind of pink up in the lip a little bit. And I'm gonna do like around the nose a tad. So, and then around the eyes. Okay, so far this is what I got with the creasing. And I'm going to let y'all go, and I'm going to finish the creasing on the arms, and I will be back with part 3. Thank you.